Melissa's going to show us how she approaches a client who's come in for Thai yoga. And so Connie here is volunteered to be our one to benefit from today's demo. So Melissa,
Thank you, Connie.
how would you go about this? So she's come in for the first time, you've done your intake question, done your interview.
The Thai yoga massage is nice because it can be a minimum of 30 minutes and as many as 120. So I can do a full body stretch in as little as 30 minutes. Normally on a 60 or 90 minute, I start by doing a little bit of reflexology or running the energy lines, which is what I talked about. But in the interest of today and time, being respectful, one of the primary things that Thai yoga massage does is it focuses on hips, which most massage modalities don't really focus on that. And if you have low back pain, it's directly affected by your hips. So if we work on your hips, then your back is taken care of.
So as you balance the hips, do you see that it has a carriage effect on up through the spine?
All the way up as below. So.
Right. And what I have in my studies found, especially with females, you find that we tend to lock up here even more so than a male. We tend to use lower body. We tend to push emotions down.
You know, we think that we carry our stress in our shoulders, but females carry it right here.
Right here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
I agree.
So we'll start on your hips first. And it's also uncommon that you get on a table.
Yeah.
Anyone gets on a table with you during a regular massage, and you'll notice that you're fully clothed, which is another big difference.
So you would normally encourage a client to show up in soft, stretchable garments.
Yoga type clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm just stretching you beyond where you can go. Does that feel okay?
Mm-hmm. So are you sensing that in her body then as you're pushing, you're feeling where you meet resistance?
Yeah.
And then just as her body can handle a little
More and more. And traditionally, you do 3 times. You go a little deeper each time. And because of the genes and your own comfort level, I'm not going to push really hard. But the body, my instructor said, you know, you're never alone when you're giving massage. You always, the body will talk to you.
Yes, it does.
And it's the truth.
Yeah.
So in some ways, it's moving the bones around in their joints. It's really, you know, if you look at a baby, you look at the way they move. We don't live like that.
We don't anymore.
No.
We don't breathe like them either.
No, we don't. So it's moving things, the bones around in their joints and just stretching them and creating space, which makes it more comfortable to move.
So do you find that people have better range of motion when they finish?
Absolutely. People always kind of wiggle their hips and shrug their shoulders and say, that feels a lot better.
A lot better. So you're going to get relief. I think a lot of us, especially as you get older, we sit too much as humans, right? We're bipedal. We weren't designed to sit on our seat bones. We're supposed to stand in them.
Exactly. So in this position now, I'm actually doing yoga for you. This is often called the lazy man's yoga because this is a yoga position.
Oh, that's very nice.
And so I'm also doing yoga through lunging. Okay? You're very flexible.
That's good to know.
A lot of people can't do this.
And what do you notice as you're
It just
experiencing
feels
this?
good. It's like a release. It's like all the tightness is being released. Mm-hmm.
So the importance, as in any massage modality, is after you're done getting a massage, you need to drink a lot of water because we get the juices flowing, and if you don't keep them flowing, your body will be cranky with you.
You'll feel that lactic acid build up in the muscle.
Exactly.
So it's just like any type of exercise. It's gonna, even though this is stretching, which they'll tell you to do after the exercise, this is almost a physical activity because of the length of the stretch that you're going for.
Right. It's a passive exercise.
That's very nice. So this is really nice. It could be used for someone who's an older adult who may have you start to see older adults who just kind of start to fold in on their bodies. Do you find that this helps them open up and gain back posture?
Absolutely. I work on a gal that's has stage 4 Alzheimer's, and she's like this, and after a session she can hold her hand open for a little bit. And
nice.
So I've worked with people as old as 93 and as young as 12. It's easily adaptable. I can do it in a hospital bed.
So are you licensed such that you could go into a hospital bed?
Yes.
into a hospital room with a
Yes, I'm
patient?
licensed by the state.
That's wonderful. And that's good to know because oftentimes when people need to be in the hospital for an extended period,
Right.
they start to get everything from bed sores or whatever, and
Right.
gentle movement's gonna get that circulation going.
Absolutely.
So I notice now that you're doing an arm stretch,
Right.
and so while this is very important for women, this
Right.
lower area, but I would think this is probably for anybody and everybody because of what we do with
Exactly.
computers and,
And so, a lot of other modalities don't address the pecs directly. And again, from being forward folding all the time, it's good to stretch them out.
so this reminds me of a lung pump that I've seen in another modality, but this one you're actually stretching these
Just
muscles.
stretching the
You're
the
using
pecs.
your pressure to open up
Exactly.
those chest muscles.
Yeah,
Okay, I wish I was on the table cutting.
I
See
know, it
you.
feels good.
and to get your shoulders out of your ears.
Mm.
Sometimes just that extra movement in the joints. And I always start on the left side because that's your receiving side.
Oh, that's an interesting, yeah, from an energy flow.
From an energetic standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And then a little bit of head work, of course. And so basically, I go from one side of the body to another instead of front to back. And instead of prone and supine, I do mostly supine and on your side.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a hard time with their sinuses
Mm-hmm.
when they're in their stomach for a long time.
Yes, they do. It starts to close off
Yeah,
the face. So
exactly.
that way you're keeping them out of a face cradle. They
Exactly.
can totally relax. I could see how you could just zone out
Mhm.
and experience this.
Right. So, and then as I go around the body, I will do the same thing on the other side. I'll get you caught up, but to finish up, the final twist, or I can finish it up with just a total spine twist.
Oh, that's good. That opens up the lower back.
Mm.
And if you want to deepen that, you can look over your left shoulder.
Yeah, no, that's a stretch you wouldn't do on your own normally.
Well, you know, you
You
can't.
can do the leg
I
over.
gotcha. Everybody does that. You can actually do this on your own, and I teach my clients how to do their own assisted stretch. And then, a little bit different stretch from the top.
So what she's got here is she's actually got her by the shoulder
Right underneath the shoulder blade.
and supporting the lower back and and then a pull.
Yeah, I'm pulling her with my right hand and then working on the back, the erector spinae that support the spine by keeping it erect. Just giving that a little stretch. And stretching it that way. You okay?
Mhm.
And I see it's kind of nice you're using the whole table. It's not just something to lie on.
Oh, no.
It's actually you're using gravity as well as your own muscular force.
Exactly. And you know, I think the ergonomics of body work by keeping this straight, I just use my own body weight, so I'm not muscling or efforting.
Probably from a massage therapist perspective, you can do this long term, whereas many massage therapists are challenged with their hands.
With just their thumbs.
Right.
And I use my feet and my elbows, so I pretty much use my whole body.
That's nice. The idea that I can come in my gym outfit here and be able to stretch, I'm getting the benefits yet of all that touch, all that stretch, all that exercise, but in a very comfortable way,
Non-threatening.
non-threatening.
Yeah. So that's pretty much a quick overview of some of the things.
All right, thank you. Well, if you're interested in a massage from Melissa, take a look at her website. It's posted below. And like she said, she does anywhere from 30 minutes to 2-hour sessions.
2 hours.
2 hours. Wouldn't that be heavenly?
Mhm.
Thanks for joining.